Let's face it, this is what photographers have been really waiting to see: the iPhone 14 Pro and 14 Pro Max. They now come with a brand new 48 megapixel main camera with a quad pixel sensor. They've also got an f-stop 1.78 aperture and 24mm focal length designed to capture more detail. A new 2x telephoto option that's essentially a crop from the main camera. But the most interesting feature for photographers is that the iPhone 14 Pro can now shoot ProRAW images at 48 megapixels. Finally, they did it! There's a new 12 megapixel ultra-wide camera, and Apple has also upgraded its camera flash with a 9 LED system that controls the pattern and intensity of the light to accommodate to the camera's different fields of view. The flash is said to be twice as bright, not something you'd want to rely on in low light, but could be good at parties. iPhones have now also joined pixel binning. Rivals like Samsung have added image sensors with 48 megapixels and even 108 megapixels. More pixels don't always mean better. Increasing the megapixel count means you have to decrease the size of each pixel, and that can hurt image quality unless there's a lot of light. But by joining 2x2 or 3x3 pixel groups together into a single virtual pixel, an approach called pixel binning, camera makers get more flexibility. When there's abundant light, the camera can take a 48 megapixel image that lets you dive into the photo's details better. But if it's dim, the camera will use the virtual pixels to take a 12 megapixel shot that suffers less from image noise and other problems. Much of the improvement in smartphone photography relies on processors and computational photography. The newest processing system used by Apple in its new iPhone 14 models is referred to as the Photonic Engine. This technology improves upon Apple's proud deep fusion technology for combining multiple frames into a single shot while maintaining detail and texture in modest or dim lighting. According to Karen Thor, Apple's senior manager of camera image quality, deep fusion starts earlier in the image processing pipeline with the Photonic Engine, working on the raw image data to better preserve detail and color. So, is there any video improvement? Well, there is. All iPhone 14 models get a new action mode that can be toggled on for better stabilization when you're running around with your camera. However, it's not clear yet whether the feature crops the image more tightly, which is a common consequence when gathering imagery from only the central portion of the video, which remains more consistently in view. The iPhone 14 Pro cameras also add 4K support for the cinematic mode that Apple debuted with the iPhone 13. That mode artificially blurs background parts of the video to focus on the main subject. If a new person enters the frame, the mode can switch focus accordingly. The iPhone 14 Pro cameras also include upgraded image stabilization that should improve photos and videos.